my name is Hitesh Narashet. I am from Manavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 9th standard, that is quadrilateral. In quadrilateral we already discussed about some of the theorems based on the properties of parallelogram. So theorem 8.1, theorem 8.2, theorem 8.3, theorem 8.4, theorem 8.5 we studied. So from theorem 8.1, so we discussed about the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect into or divide into two congruent triangles. And theorem 8.2 and 8.3 tells us that the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. And theorem 8.4 and 8.5 so tells us that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So also we have to discuss about in this class, we have to move on to the next theorem. 8.6 and 8.7 is based on the diagonals of a parallelogram are bisect each other. So the statement of theorem 8.6 is the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, and 8.7 tells us that it's a converse of 8.6. If in a quadrilateral the diagonals are bisect each other means then it is then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram we have to discuss. So here firstly we have to take the theorem 8.6. Theorem 8.6. So what is the statement of theorem 8.6 here? The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So here we have the statement. So when we have a parallelogram, here it's a parallelogram, ABCD is a parallelogram. Here the opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. When we draw a diagonal here, so it divides into two congruent triangles, all are same. And also here we have the property, that is the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So bisect each other means, so here we have two diagonals. Let us take two diagonals here. Here we have two diagonals here. One is the AC diagonal and another one is the BD diagonal. BD diagonal. Here both are intersected at a point of A. So when we have this thing, so the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other means here AC divides BD into two equal parts. So it divides into two equal parts. That means OB is equal to OD. And BD diagonal divides AC into two equal parts. That is AO is equal to OC. From ABCD parallelogram, so consider ABCD parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. So here AB and BD are diagonals. AC and BD. AC and BD are two diagonals bisect each other. So bisect each other means here each diagonal, one diagonal divides another diagonal into two equal parts in two halves. So here let us take that one. So here firstly we have to take BD diagonal divides AC into two equal parts. So after that what we have to do? So here we have to take OA is equal to OC. That is OA is equal to OC we have. Then another part, that is AC divides BD into two equal parts. That means OD is equal to OB or OB is equal to OD. So here we have this one. So this means the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other means one line divides another line into two equal parts here. So likewise we are taking it as a bisect each other. So here after that we have to take the converse of this theorem 8.6, that is 8.7. So the statement of theorem 8.7 is, if diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. So then we have to prove that one. So here we know that one. Here this is known thing that is already we learnt in the last class, that is in the 8th standard. But here we have to prove that theorem by taking the known things. So let us take the theorem 8.7. Yes, let us take the theorem 8.7. The theorem 8.7 states that if diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Yes, so that means here we have a ABCD parallelogram, but here we can't take like this, because here it is a quadrilateral. Here we have to consider ABCD is a quadrilateral, but it is given that those two diagonals are bisect each other. So then we have to prove the ABCD is a parallelogram by taking AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. We have to prove. After that we have to come to the conclusion that is ABCD is a parallelogram. So by known things we have to prove the required thing. So firstly what we have to do, we have to write the given things. So what are the given things here? So given it is ABCD is a parallel, not a parallelogram. Here we have to consider it as a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is quadrilateral. Firstly we have to take that one, and then also we have to take AB and CD are diagonals bisect each other. AC and BD are diagonals. AC and BD are diagonals bisect each other. So that means bisect each other means here already we have, that is AO is equal to OC, OA is equal to OC, and OB is equal to OD. That is OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. We have. So here we have ABCD is a quadrilateral, diagonals are bisect each other, AO is equal to OD and OB is equal to OD we have. So we can use that things. So then what we have to prove? So we have to prove ABCD is a parallelogram. We have to prove parallelogram. Yes. So we have to prove those things. So here we are in the case of quadrilateral. So that means we can prove these things by the known things. What are the known things here? So we know some of the theorems, axioms and postulates. So from those things we have to prove. So here we already know that triangles, from the triangles also we can take that one. Also we have a lines and angles. So here just observe, here we have some of the triangles. Here triangles we can take. Here there are 4 triangles are there. Whatever the triangles we can use, but we have to come to the conclusion of our required thing. So by keeping in mind, so that we have to consider some of the triangles here. So but also we have to aware of what are the known things here, what are the given things we have. So here just observe OA, OC, OB, OD is there. So here we have the two relationship here. So for that we have to use as a given things. So for that we have to consider those triangles. So that in that these two things are the part of those things, those triangles. So here what are those triangles we can consider here? So here just observe AOB and COD. So here OA and OC are the corresponding parts and OB and OD are corresponding parts. So that means, so we have two corresponding sides are equal. Then we can consider another angle or another side which is equal. So we have to take that one. After that we have to consider those two triangles are similar. Then we can take any corresponding part which is suitable for our proof. We have to take it as a CPCT. After that we have to come to the conclusion. So let us take those two things, that is consider triangle AOB and triangle COD. So proof. Consider triangle AOB and triangle COD. So in those two triangles, what are the corresponding parts are equal we have, that is OA is equal to OC, OB is equal to OD. Those two we can take. So OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. So these two are given things. 10. So here just observe these two diagonals are the intersecting lines. So that means we have one pair of vertically opposite angles are equal. So we can take those two angles are equal as a corresponding parts. Yes. So let's take angle AOB. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD. So because of vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So from SAS congruence rule, here we have a side angle. So that is side angle side criterion from the SAS congruence rule. So we can consider those two triangles are congruent. After that we can take the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. That is from SAS congruence rule. SAS congruence rule. So we can take triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. So we have those two triangles are congruent. That means all the corresponding parts of those two triangles are equal. So here we want this side is parallel to this side and this side is also parallel to this side. So that means here we want some of the alternate interior angles. So already we know that when two sides are parallel and when we have a transversal, the pair of alternate interior angles possible is equal. So that's why we have to take those two angles which is possible here as a alternate interior angles. What are those things? Here just observe. Angle OAB and angle OCD, those two are corresponding part of congruent triangles. So we can consider it as a alternate interior angle. When we take the alternate interior angle, so then AC is a transversal and then CD is parallel to AB. So then we have a pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal we can take. That is angle OAB is equal to angle OCD. So here it is how it is. It is CPCT. So also it is possible. It is alternate interior angle. These two are alternate interior angles when AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD and AC is a transversal. AC is a transversal. And then, so here we have a one pair of CPCT. It is possible, that is alternate interior angle possible. Then any other CPCT we have to take. Here we have two corresponding sides are equal. So then what is the another corresponding sides it is possible? Those two are equal. Here AB is equal to CD we can take. So that is AB is equal to CD, because we have to take it as a CPCT. So therefore opposite sides are also equal. Opposite sides are also equal here. So here we have the thing that is here from this we get AB is parallel to CD and AB is equal to CD we have. Similarly, when we take these two things, these two, see OBC and OAD, when we take those two triangles, then we get that is AD is parallel to BC and AB is equal to CD we have. So that is similarly from triangle OBC and triangle OAD. So we have what we have, AD is parallel to BC, and AD is equal to BC. So I will take this as equation number 2. This one is the equation number 1. This complete thing, that is AB is parallel to CD and AB is equal to CD. From equation 1 and 2. So we already know that the property of parallelogram, that is the opposite sides are equal and the opposite sides are parallel. So here we have the same thing, that is opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel, also opposite sides are equal. So from the property we can come to the conclusion that is ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. So here we proved with the required thing, that is from the known thing, that is we have some of the triangles, in that we observed some of the equalities, and then we have some CPCTs. From the CPCTs, so we have the required thing. So let us take some of the problems based on this theorem. Let us take the first problem of this part. Here just observe, show that the diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at right angles. I think this problem I given to you as a homework of this first part of this quadrilateral. So there you have, it is in the homework. Here it is also related with this topic also. So those who solved this problem, so neglect it, and also you can verify with the answer here. And those who are not solved this problem, so you can solve here. So you can learn this problem, this solution here. Yes, so let us move on to this problem here. So there are 3 parts of this proof. So that is, first is we have to prove the diagonals of a square are equal. Then we have to take it as a bisect each other and at right angle. There are 3 parts of it. So for that we have to consider 3 pairs of triangles. From those triangles we have to take those 2 diagonals are equal and bisect each other at right angle. It's possible. So firstly we have to write the given things. From the given things, so we have to prove our required thing. That is firstly given. So what is given here? So given it is ABCD is a square. No doubt at all, ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square means what are the things we can use here? All the sides are equal, we can take that one. All the sides are equal. And then what are the other things it is? No other things it is possible. So all the sides are equal we have. That is AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. We can use as a known thing. Then what we have to prove? So to prove means here there are 2 diagonals are there, it is AC and BD. So those 2 are equal. That is AC is equal to BD. We have to prove in the first proof. That is, I will take this as first. Then second one we have to take AO is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. We have to prove because the diagonals are bisect each other. Then the third one it is angle. Here I will take this is the intersecting point as O. That is angle AOB is equal to angle COB is equal to angle COD is equal to angle AOD is equal to 90 degree. So we have to prove here. So we have to prove these things. So let us take the proof. Yes. So here we have to prove AC is equal to BD. So we have to consider those two triangles. Those two triangles, AC and BD are completely at the part of those two triangles. And after that we have to take some equalities. Then we have to relate with the sum of the congruence rule. Then we have to take those two triangles are congruent. Then after that we have to take our required thing as a CPCT. Yes. So what are those two triangles? It's possible. Here I will take triangle ABC and triangle ABD. So I will take those two things here. Those two diagonals are part of it. That is triangle ABC and ABD. Consider triangle ABC and triangle ABD. So in triangle ABC and triangle ABD, and triangle ABD, here I will take BC is equal to AD, AD is equal to BC is equal to AD. I will take because the sides of a square, that is AD is equal to or BC is equal to AD because sides of square. So sides of square are always equal. BC is equal to AD. So in ABC, BC is a part of that one. ABD, AD is a part of that one. So those two sides are equal. Then, so here ABC and ABD. So that's why here just observe AB is a common side for both the triangles. So let us take AB is equal to AB. Both are common. That is AB is equal to AB. Both are common side. Then here we consider those two angles, those two triangles here. Here just observe here in a square all the interior angles are 90 degree. That means in triangle ABC angle B is 90 degree and triangle ABD angle A is equal to 90 degree. So that's why we can consider those two angles are 90 degrees. So that's why we can take those two are the corresponding parts of those two triangles. So that's why we can take angle DAB. Angle DAB is equal to angle ABC. So it's the opposite. So opposite angle or angles of square. Angles of square. So here we have SAS congruence rule. So from SAS congruence rule we can take those two triangles are congruent. From SAS congruence rule we can take triangle ABC is congruent to triangle AB. So then we can take this AC is equal to BD as a CPCT. Therefore AC is equal to BD. So it is CPCT. This implies diagonals are equal. When we have a diagonals are equal, then it must be a square. Yes. So diagonals are equal we have. Then after that we have to prove the diagonals are bisect each other. So for that we have to consider other two triangles. So those two triangles, this AO, OC, OB and OD are the corresponding parts of those two triangles. What are those two triangles? It's possible. It is, let us take AOB and COD. In that we have complete AOA, OC, OB and OD. So that's why we have to take those two triangles. Consider. So let us take the second part of this one. Consider triangle AOB triangle COD. In that, so we have to look at the what are the equalities we have here. Here just observe. So it's a square we have. It's a square. So that's why here CD is equal to AB. Already we know that one. Also AB and CD are the parallel. AB and CD are the parallel lines. When we consider this side, when we consider the one of the diagonal is a transversal, so we have some alternate interior angles are possible. So let us take those things. Yes. So here, yes. Firstly, I will take AB is equal to CD because sides of a square. That is, AB is equal to CD because sides of square. Then what are the alternate interior angle possible here? Angle ODC is equal to angle OBA. Angle ODC is equal to angle OBA. So because it is alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Then what's the another pair? Or you can take this vertically opposite angles also. You can take. I will take the another pair of alternate interior angle possible. That is angle OCD is equal to angle OAB. Angle OCD is equal to angle OAB because it is alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Therefore, from ASA congruence rule, we can consider triangle AOB and triangle COD are congruent triangles. So, from ASA congruence rule, we can take triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. Then we can take this AO is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. Therefore, OA is equal to OC because it is CPCT and OB is equal to OD. These two are also CPCT. Then, so from these two, we can come to the conclusion that is diagonals are bisect each other. Therefore, diagonals are bisect each other. Diagonals are bisect each other. So we have second proof. So let us move on to the third proof. That is, here we have diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other. After that, we have to take right angles. That means diagonals are bisect each other at right angles. For that, we have to come to the conclusion that is angle AOB, angle COB, angle COD, angle AOD is equal to 90 degree. We have to take. So for that, we have to consider those two triangles which are the part in that triangles. These four are the parts of those triangles. But after that, what we have to do? So we have to consider those two as a linear pair. So we have to consider it as a linear pair. For that, consider these two triangles. So in that, these two triangles possible. Here AOB and COB is possible. So when we have those two triangles are equal, so those two angles are becomes a linear pair. So also it comes to it is those two are equal. So here angle AOB and angle COB are equal means those two are the linear pair for those two triangles. Also when the ray OB stands on line AC. So after that, we have to take it as a sum of adjacent angles is supplementary. So then each angle will be 90 degree we have. So let us take that one. Yes. For that, we have to consider those two triangles. Consider triangle AOB and triangle COB. So in that, what are the equalities possible here? So here AB is equal to BC because sides of a square. AB is equal to BC because it is sides of square. Sides of square. And then what are the other equalities possible here? Just observe OB. OB is common for both the triangles. So that's why OB is equal to OB. OB is equal to OB because it is common side. Yes. Then what is the other possibility here? Here just observe OA is equal to OC. We already proved that one. OA is equal to OC. So that is OA is equal to OC. That is proved. So here we have three sides. That is from SSS congruence rule. From SSS congruence rule. So we have triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. When we have triangle AOB and triangle COD both are here it is triangle COB. Yes. Triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COB. When we have this thing, the corresponding part of congruent triangle, these two congruent triangles possible are equal. So what we have for our requirement for our proof? So here angle AOB is equal to angle COB. Therefore angle AOB is equal to angle COB because it is CP. So angle AOB is equal to angle COB. We have when a ray OB stands on this line AC, the linear pair. So we have a linear pair and the adjacent angles, that is AOB and COB, the sum of adjacent angles are supplementary. So we have to insert this axiom here. Yes. So let us take that one. So here I will draw this part. Yes. So here consider OB ray stands on line AC. Stands on line AC. Then the sum of adjacent angles are supplementary. That is angle AOB plus angle COB is equal to 180 degree. Already we have angle AOB is equal to angle COB. That's why I will take it as angle AOB plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree and 2 into angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. I will transpose this 2 to the RHS side. It is angle AOB is equal to 180 degree divided by 2. That is angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Also angle COB also it is angle 90 degree. Yes. So when we consider these two triangles, so we have angle AOB and angle COB both are 90 degree. Similarly, when we consider triangle COD and triangle AOD, when we consider those two things, so we have this angle COD and AOD are also 90 degree. That is similarly, so I will take it as similarly angle AOD is equal to 90 degree. Also angle COD is equal to 90 degree. So we have. So here we proved all these things, all our required thing. That is, firstly we consider those two triangles. In that diagonals are the part of that one. From that one we have the diagonals are equal, and then consider those two triangles. Those two triangles, the OA, OC and OB and OD are the part of those two triangles. From that one we have a conclusion, that is diagonals are bisect each other. And also we consider those two triangles. So in that AOB and COD and angle AOD are the part of that one. After that we get the diagonals not only bisect each other, it bisect each other at right angles. So there are many such problems are there. So you have to solve individually. So I hope you know that one. So here I will conclude this part. So those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notification very easily. Also hit the like button. Thank you one and all. Please be safe and stay home.